So, I'm in Zagreb, capital of Croatia. I think it's a city that most people don't really visit. They normally go to Dubrovnik or Split over on the coast, but I'm here, right in the centre, in the capital, near this great fountain. So I'm going to go on off and explore and see some of the sights. But before we get there, here are two interesting facts about Zagreb. It is Europe's 9th wettest capital, although you wouldn't think that today, and it experiences 400 earthquakes every year. Most of them you can't feel, but they reckon if there was a bad one it would kill thousands of people. So I've arrived at Zagreb Cathedral. You can hear it chiming, but it's under some sort of restoration. You can see there that it's all sort of cordoned off, so I won't better go inside. About 2 years ago there was a pretty bad earthquake in Zagreb, and one of those spires came off and landed in the square. What a bloody shame it's closed. Still, workmen get a chance to feed the pigeons. I'll tell you what I like about European capitals. These turret things, you can't beat them. And another one. I think I stumbled upon some sort of central market. Got to go in. It smells of meat. I don't know why it's so bloody dark though. Maybe the fuel crisis is hitting Croatia. This is better. The produce. Get all your vegetables. I think I found the sausage department. A lot of bartering going on. So I've arrived in Josef Jelačić. Have I pronounced that right? Probably not. Square, named after an old Croat politician and field marshal. There's a statue over there which I'm going to go and investigate. But yeah, this is like the centre of the city. Here he is. Loads of tour groups about, which means that Zagreb must be actually a popular place to visit. Look at these great buildings. How good do they look? So I've just walked for 5 minutes to come to this statue here of Nikola Tesla, a really famous inventor, but I thought he was Serbian because when I was in Belgrade a few years ago, the airport was named after him, roads were named after him, but he's got a statue here, so I've just looked him up, and apparently he was born in Croatia, but his parents were Serbs, so that's why his statue's in. So I've just come to another of the central squares, this one more leafy and green. I'll try to pronounce it. Nikola Subiczielinski Square. That won't be right, I know. But apparently, somewhere at the southern end, there's like a load of famous Croatian people, like statues. Let's find them. And here they are. Do I know any of them? Knez Frankapan? No idea. Full name, Klovio Klovic. Or is it Klovic? So this glorious building behind me and the square is called the Fascists Victims Square, and it's a memorial to the 16,000 Croatians who were sent to concentration camps during World War II. It's a bit of a sorry state, loads of graffiti and cigarette ends. Obviously kids hanging about here at some point. So yeah, this trip is 8 days long. So I'm starting here in Zagreb, and then I'm going to go to Podgorica, or Podgorica, capital of Montenegro, and I'm going to go and catch a bus down to Skoda in Albania, and then somehow I'm going to get to Tirana, the capital of Albania, my final stop. So that's the plan on this trip. So I've walked to King Tomislav Square, the oldest square in the city, but look at this behind me. How good does that look? Zagreb, doing well. And what is this fabulous building? It is the Art Pavilion. Makes sense now. Look what it says there. The art pavilion is closed for public due to the severe earthquake in March 2020. They look like proud Croats fighting against the system. Just in front of the art pavilion. Oh, this is a great square. All these fantastic buildings. Palace Hotel. Statue of Strossmayer, whoever he is. People just sitting about enjoying it. Who is he? And why have you got a statue? Cool hair. This is an absolutely immense square. I've just walked behind the art pavilion and I've come to the statue of the king. How good does this look? That is a proper statue for a king. One of the best ones I've seen, I think. And then the Central Railway Station. Let's go in it. Here we go. Nice bookshop. Nice bakery. Where can you go? Not heard of any of them. But these people clearly have, because they're all waiting for a train. And there you have it, a Croatian train. So I'm just walking sort of parallel to the Botanical Garden, which is right in the centre of the city. But during World War II, Zagreb was heavily bombed. It was only like the central core that more or less escaped. The rest of it was bombed pretty badly. So aside from the centre, the rest of it's sort of quite new and socialist from when it was Yugoslavia, as you can see over there. But there's a few modern elements creeping up, like that skyscraper ahead of me. So the guy in the ticket office there, because it said 10 kuna, and I just tried to pay, and he says no, because it's a Monday, you don't need to pay, it's free today. So there you go, in the Botanic Gardens. Although this building looks good, doesn't it, with the Croatian coat of arms there. It's made out of wood. Now this shows what it used to look like in 1892, then it fell into complete disrepair, finally restored in 2007. Well done. Are there any frogs? That's what I want to see. No, but there's some terrapins. So I've moved from the Botanical Gardens to Tito Square, Marshal Tito Square, named after the old Yugoslav president who ruled for almost 30 years when Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, all of these countries were part of the federal state of Yugoslavia. So it's the National Theatre building, and in some vote this was voted the nicest part of Zagreb. So when it was unveiled in 1895, it was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and Emperor Franz Joseph I, he was here, standing here in the opening ceremony. Imagine that back in the day. Yeah, it is a pretty nice square, and some old and new there. Just walking down this amazing street. Look at that. Tell you what, people should come to Zagreb. It's amazing. And even that building there with the graffiti on it, but look at the roof, it looks really, really old and authentic. So now I'm heading from the lower old town to the upper part. I'm hoping I can find the funicular, which apparently is the world's shortest railway journey. So I've read. Is it working? I hope so, but the doors look closed. Damn it! Looks like it's the steps. Damn, it does work. Oh, Jesus. Good view though. Zagreb. Anyway, I'm here now. And this tower is called the Lutskak Tower or something. 13th century. And every day since 1877, you can just about see the cannon there poking out the window. They fire that at noon, so I've missed it today because it's already 2:15 right now. I'm heading to that church I was talking about earlier, St. Mark's. I'm just hoping it's not under restoration. Before it, just found this. St. Cyril's Greek Catholic Cathedral. Smells of incense. Here it is. Look at that roof. It's like a mosaic. A little bit of construction, reconstruction, but not too bad. I love it. But again, blocked off. Cannot get closer to it to see these other fabulous buildings. This behind me is one of the most popular attractions in Zagreb, the Stone Gate. And apparently back in the day, a few hundred years ago, there's a massive fire that burnt down loads of the buildings around here, including most of that, and the only thing that survived was an icon of the Virgin Mary. So they built a chapel inside, and now I'm going to go and see it. Let's go. There's the picture in there. Mary holding the baby. Right, let's see if I can get the funicular down. Hello. Here we are. Got it. Got my ticket, 5 kuna, which is about 55p. It leaves in 6 minutes. And there we are, back in the lower town after approximately 1 minute on the funicular. So that's it, my rip-roaring tour of Zagreb's top sights over. Back at the hotel, so see you on the next video.